this is a program in which I'm typically implementing a server in which we can send messages in group. For example, I have created a category called music. In that category, the users can join that category and send messages. The typically the features I included in this app is login, send message, and even for a message you can send a reply. So let's go through the how the app is working. So firstly, I have initialized the server, so the sockets everything are initialized. Now I'm going to a client program. In the client end, I'm starting. So as we can see, the first two options are login and register. So if first I will register here. So here they need a username first. So I will write username and password I will give it as password. So user has been registered. Now I will go to login. In login I need to write the username, user, password. So I have logged in. So here I have two options here. I can either create a category of my own, or else I can select an existing category to join. Here the constraint is a user can create at most 5 categories, but he can see other categories as well. So here I will go to select category. So here are the existing categories which I have. So from that I will select the second category, for example Facebook. Now I have selected Facebook. Now here I can there are no messages to display. So initially this category is empty, there are no messages being sent yet. So I can send a message, hello. So you can see message has been added. So now I want to refresh it. So any user who comes here, so let's log in with a different thing, Bhargav password. So here I have to join a category. I have written it in Facebook. So here, so you can see here the username and the time, everything has been mentioned here. So I can view the message also. Enter the message to be viewed. As you can see, the index here is 1. So I will go to 1. No messages to display. Now I can add a reply here. Welcome. So reply has been added. I will go back. Okay, I guess so. My message could not be deleted. I accidentally pressed delete here. You can see that when I am selecting an index to delete, as we have only one message, and in that message I have replied, so that message, so 2 is a invalid index, so we can delete it. So I am going here, back. I will log in. I will type user, password. So select category to join Facebook. Second, I will view that message. You can see here that there is a reply here. So that's how we can add and delete. We can add things. So now let's go back and create one more category. So here, and the category to create. Now for example, we have many categories. Let's go for music. Now category has been successfully created. So here we can see that third, music. So here we can see the date on which they have been created, everything. So now I want to join a category 3. So no messages to display. Obviously the category is new, so no messages would be there. Now I will go back. After that I will see here if we can delete a message. Now I have some messages already in Facebook, right? So I will go to Facebook and I need to delete a message. 3, index is 1, message deleted successfully. Now I will go back, login. I've been acting as a user, so I will go as a my own account target. So select category, we delete a message, so name no messages to be displayed. We can see here that messages are being deleted quite trivially. Now I need to select a category. Let's go to Google. We have quite existing messages there. So view message 1. So there are quite a messages here, good morning and all. Let's try to delete one. We tried out the one. Now let's try out to delete first message. Okay, sorry, I added a reply here. So okay, so reply has been added. So this is a one way how we can delete everything. After that everything we can let's walk through the code. So in the main structure of the messages, let's see the server side first. Here we are at the server. So firstly we have store meta, which contains the metadata for everything. So here in the store meta we have number of users, user offset. So when we are storing an users, we need to know where the user has been started. Category offsets, so where the category is there, because category and users are not related fields, so those two will be maintained separately. And we have a bit vector which will find the free pages wherever possible. Now we have some functions like initialize. Firstly we need to initialize the store meta before starting. Get metadata, write metadata, get file name, format time. Format time is used to get it will receive a string means character array, and it will just append the time there. Now this is a store meta thing. And if we go to messages is being like it's a 128 size page. So firstly it will contain date, user, reply, next. Reply means if there is a reply, then there would be an offset. Type would be some message or else a reply. Data means here all the meta information is in the message, and when we go to data, the actual message is present, which is which size is 128 bytes. So we have a fixed size of 128 here. So and we are using a socket.h, which will contain every socket functions. And user.h, it's typically name, password, number of categories, and next offset to. And while we go here, the client starts from here. So connect server. When we connect the server, it will call service client. So here login, register, exit. When we go to action login, means when the user wants to log in, so the login function will be called up. So here is the action login user. It will take up username, password, and it will add. It will validate first. So while validation, there is a type of a hyperlink which we are generating to send it to server, where the at the server side it will decrypt it and pass that. So it will decrypt it and pass it, and it will send a message if it's a valid message or not, and we will get the user offset. Now let's see how the server is sending number of messages at once. So we have to see view messages. Firstly I will if there are no messages, I will directly send end. If it receives end, so there are no messages, or I'll start. After that I will traverse everything, and every message would be visible. And lastly we will send end. So start and end will contain the messages, and it will be metadata would be separated by end and end. So at the client side it will decrypt the message and get the other parts. That's it for